What's good, planet Earth? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Charlie and thank you for being here. Today we are going to take a cheeky little jump onto the recent Katt Williams bandwagon and check out him talking about Dave Chappelle walking away from his £50 million deal. Now, this interview was an explosive piece and has kicked 2024 off with quite the bang, and I've had to try really hard not to watch any of it, which has been really difficult because this thing is everywhere. So, finally, we're going to get into some of it. As I say, this is him talking about Dave Chappelle walking away from his $50 million deal. I'm not going to get into explaining that whole situation. If you don't know about it, go and read about it. It's big, you know, it's everywhere. It's easy to find out about. But if you want to stay and watch, I'm sure you're about to learn something about it anyway. So, let's get into it. And without further ado, let's go.
Nothing's for certain. Maybe you'll be fine. Maybe you'll be fine too.
The one comedian, as we've been sitting here doing this interview, that you hold in very high regard is Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle walked away from $50 million. You said it was more. Tell the story.
That's right.
I'm gonna let you tell it.
No, you're
no,
the best.
I want you to tell it.
You really are the best. You're proving it here today. As much as I'm proving it, you proving it. You proving it. Yeah, that wasn't the thing. It wasn't. People say that. He lost $50 million. No, that's not even close to what happened to this dude. And until you understand what happened to the dude, you don't understand what happened. Like, no, not they offered him $50 million and he turned it down. Who gonna turn down $50 million?
Yeah.
Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right, because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need another one? You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Come on. Because early on you was accusing me of being.
Katt Williams is taking no prisoners in this interview. My God. Nobody is safe.
Receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Can I need another one? You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being.
Katt, man.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I mean, but you know, some of these people.
Martin tried to put me in my first dress. When he had to go on his hiatus, he tell me, Katt, when I come back, I need you. You my young partner, you my brother in comedy. When I come back, just promise me that my next movie, it'll be me and you. We gonna do it together. We gonna do some buddy cop shit. I said, Martin, you got my motherfucking word, my nigga. Go do what you gotta do. When you come back, I'm in your movie. Don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost...
See, I've heard Katt talk about this prior to this interview and talking about black men in Hollywood putting on dresses. That seems to be a thing, like a sort of rite of passage into the Hollywood big time, and he's one of the guys that refused to do it. Dave Chappelle refused to do it. I've heard Dave talk about this too. I've heard multiple black comedians, specifically, it seems to be. Not just limited to, but it seems to be a lot of black comedians who are asked to do this. Tyler Perry's done it. Kevin Hart's done it. Martin Lawrence has done it. So many big heads have done it. So yeah.
Your movie, don't trip. I don't need to see the script or nothing. You know, we get in that office and this fool pull out Big Mama's House 2. I almost died. And I gotta read this script from all these good white people. Where this nigga want me to get in a dress with him. And I'm literally saying to everybody, why is he in a dress again? You already played the old lady as an FBI agent. We can play anything now. We can be playing a dog catcher this time. Why do we need to be in a dress? And I get so mad, I say, you don't want me. You want Brandon T. Jackson. And that's who they went and got. Twice I said it, they went and got him. Just like I'm telling you, I had that other dude's work. I had all of it. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas. And that's how I got in this position.
I sure hope I have Club Shay Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way.
Yo, ain't that the truth? See what's happened since. I hadn't even watched the whole thing. And look what's happened, man. It's like the talk. Everyone, every page, every content creator is having a field day with this shit because it's like, it's just, he just called everyone out. He's called everyone and everything out. And everyone's got the content. I'm not gonna front, that's why I'm doing it, right? I'm doing it because, I mean, I love Dave Chappelle and I love Katt Williams. I am not, don't get me wrong, I'm not just jumping on this for numbers, but a little part of me is jumping on it for numbers, right? I'm gonna keep it a buck with you, right? This shit has blown up hard. It's crazy. So yeah, I mean, they knew. They knew that this was gonna go wild.
Shay after this year.
It's gonna be in a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's gonna be
the greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. in a whole different realm of business.
Speak that prophecy.
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You just wait.
Watch.
What's
Watch.
what I do now?
God's people ain't that few.
Yo. Welcome to the Afterthought. So, that was quite a short clip, and it didn't really elaborate on the Dave Chappelle walking away from his $50 million deal thing. However, if you know anything about that situation, you'll understand how and why it's related. And how it's related is basically celebrities being asked things of them that they don't want to do. And having money dangled in front of them to do it. So the whole thing with the Chappelle show, and this is going to be a very simple version, it's very complex and nuanced, and I'm not going to get into the whole thing now. But it was to do with him realizing that, and this is probably, even I probably don't understand it as well as I need to give you a coherent explanation of it. But this is kind of my very simple understanding, simple version of my simple understanding. So, he realized that maybe the sketches in his show weren't as socially responsible as he thought and as his intention was for creating them. He realized that the conflicting cultures would be watching this, and maybe it wasn't having the desired effect, which was just satire that he wanted. But obviously it was a massively successful show, and Comedy Central obviously are going to want him to keep doing it. It being the Chappelle show, he's kind of key to it. And so they offered him this $55 million to keep making the Chappelle show, and he, to keep his integrity, turned it down. That is the crux of that situation. So this obviously ties into other stuff that he's talking about, and people acting as sort of gatekeepers to bigger Hollywood films and being like, now you got to put on a dress and stuff like that. So that's what he was talking about here. But anyway, let me know what you thought in the comments, guys. We're going to get into a few more of these clips because it's really, really interesting. Katt Williams has some hot takes. I agree with him on a lot of stuff. I think he's an incredibly wholesome dude as far as how he treats other people in the industry. He is super, super supportive. We know this of Katt Williams. We've known this for a minute. He is a funny dude with a rapier wit. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope you stick around for some more. Patreon's down in the description if you want to support me that way. But if not, just leave a like, leave a sub. I appreciate you having been here. Have a wonderful day, guys. And as always, be kind to yourselves, love everyone, and take care. I freaking love you guys.